Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody is having a great day. I am Danielle Ralston from the Rockstar CEO and Be Boss Girl, and I'm talking about there's no excuses for excuses. I can't, if you do want to message me, I'm putting links here for you to be able to accept. With Be Live, you have to click on this link in order to be able to send messages to me while I'm on my live, because I'm not going to have 12 screens open, because if I do that, I will lose track of who I'm talking to and what I am doing. I hope you're all having an amazing start to your Wednesday. I almost said Monday. I don't know why I feel like it's Monday this morning. So I am here to talk to you about no excuses for excuses. So we all have our issues. Believe me, we all have our issues. So I am ADHD. I have various other learning disabilities and all of that, but yet I can run a successful business. So what does that mean? What does that look like? So I always talk about micro habits and micro routines and micro this and micro that, because when you take tiny little steps in your business, in your life, personal life, business, relationships, everything, you can build something strong, knit together, and I don't want to call it perfect, but pretty darn good, let me tell you. Um, so we always go back to talking about how you can make tiny little changes and what you can do to create a stronger life. So I hear this all the time. "Oh, I have kids. I don't have time for that." That's a big excuse I see with mompreneurs or entrepreneurs. "I have bipolar disorder, so I can't do that. I'm ADHD, so I'm bad at that, so I'm not going to even try. I'm dyslexic, so I can't do that. I have autism, the spectrum disorder. I have sensory issues. I have this. I have that. I'm too tired. I have an autoimmune disorder." That, let me tell you, every one of those is BS, absolute and complete BS. There's no time for excuses when you want to get things done. And one of the first steps I talk to everybody that I work with about is the mindset about um, working through what gets in your way. There's always going to be things that get in your way. I don't care if you have the perfect life, you're eventually going to have something that gets in the way. Everybody has excuses. Everybody has things that are getting in the way. I'm exhausted. I didn't sleep for a week because I have a newborn. I'm too tired. I don't know how to cook. I don't know. I can't. It's too hard. I hear that all the time. It's too hard. I can't do that. And yes, I'm whining. Because ladies, step up. You can step up. I don't care what you have or what you've done. I specifically work with ADHD and otherwise neurodiverse entrepreneurs, which means I've worked with bipolar people, people with traumatic brain injuries, people with severe learning disabilities that have to have pretty major modifications in order to do business online or in person or anything. I've worked with autism spectrum disorder people. I raised and homeschooled an autism spectrum disorder and has other neurodiverse diversity. And he is a successful adult now and getting married soon. There is no excuse. I don't care how bad your disability is. Stage 4 cancer is not a reason to give up and not be able to get crap done. No excuses for excuses. There's just no excuse for them. Now, we all have our days that we are exhausted and we just can't deal anymore. Take that day. Give yourself 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, whatever it is that you need. More than that, there's no excuse for that. But give yourself the time to grieve whatever it is you've lost, to be frustrated, to allow that squirrel brain to take control and just be bonkers, to do all of the things, and then pick yourself up. We have that phrase, pick yourself up by your bootstraps. Pick yourself up and learn to move ahead, because there is no excuse for excuses. If you want to succeed in life, and I don't care if you own a business, because I think I'm on my personal page too on accident. care if you own a business or work for somebody else or whatever, or are retired, because I've got a few of my friends that are retired who are on sick leave or disability right now. There is no excuse to wallow and sit and do nothing. You can make things happen in your life. And is it getting up and getting dressed today? Is that your accomplishment? Is that the thing you have to do today because you've been struggling recently? Let's get up. Let's take a shower, wash that hair, put a little makeup on if you like makeup. It helps. It makes you feel better. It makes you feel less isolated when you do that. And yes, we're all feeling isolated right now. I'm extremely extroverted and I'm sick of all of the COVID restrictions. Okay, I live in a state where we don't really have any, but still modifications. Get up, get some hot food in your belly or some cold food if you're too warm today. I had all cold stuff this morning. Get some food in your belly. Get that shower. Get ready. Get dressed with a purpose. Don't just throw another set of pajamas on. Get dressed with a purpose today. If you are an entrepreneur, you can move ahead and make steps to go in the right direction. So how do you make some steps to go in the right direction? What motivates you? What is the thing that you want to do? What is something that's a passion for you? Do that thing first thing in the morning. If you struggle to get up and get moving, do something you love doing first thing in the morning. Maybe that's taking a walk. Maybe that's making iced coffee with all kinds of sugar and flavoring in it. Maybe that's putting on your makeup and doing some wild makeup look. I have seen some, I watch TikTok a lot. There's some amazing makeup looks. Go watch a TikToker and copy her look today. Who cares what you look like? Go live in your Facebook group. Go live on your business page. Get up and move. Okay, Danielle, I have ADHD and I can't ever get things done and I'm always in chaos. So I talk about dopamine hacking for my ADHD and neurodiverse people. Find your dopamine triggers because you have to increase your dopamine. You don't make enough. That's part of why you struggle. So hack your dopamine and do that. Find me online. I've posted this 9,000 times all over the place. Dopamine hack so that you can accomplish things. Break things into super, super tiny micro habits, micro routines. Create a micro step to do today. One thing, get one thing done. All of the steps, write it down. The one thing you want to get done today, write down all the steps that it takes to do that one thing. Maybe your one thing is get the dishes done today. And your dishes, if your dishes are, your sink is full up to your forehead and your counter is crazy, clean everything off and throw it on the floor. I'm not kidding. You're going to make a mess out of your floor. Who cares? If you're worried about that, throw a couple towels down because they go in the washer. They're easy. Take everything out of your sink, everything off your counters, put it on the floor. If you have a dog, they'll help you clean. Get it all out of your way. Clean your sink, clean your counter off. Now you have a clean surface to start with. Yes, this sounds dumb. It sounds like too many steps, but it's micro steps to creating a better life for yourself. You can create an amazing life, an amazing business with those micro steps. So let's go back to the dishes. You've thrown everything on the floor. It's all not in front of you. You're going to clean that countertop off, scrub it, scrub your sink so it's beautiful and clean and sparkly. Now, put hot water in that sink. If you have a dishwasher, make sure that dishwasher is empty of clean dishes at this point. That's next step. If you have a dishwasher, fill that dishwasher. Run it right now. Don't wait till everybody's done with showers. Everybody's showers can wait until that dishwasher is done running. Now, fill your sink with water and wash some of those big things that don't fit in your dishwasher. Yes, you probably still have dishes on your floor. Who cares? We don't care about that at this point. We are just looking at what's directly in front of us and worrying about what's here right now. Wash those big pots and pans, scrub them clean, dry them, and put them away. You still have a clean surface that you're at. That dishwasher is done, empty it, put everything away, refill it again. Continue with those little tiny micro steps until your floor is clean and there's no dishes left on your floor. Now, I know that husband of yours or that teenager of yours just made a mess somewhere on your counter or brought you dirty dishes. Clean them right now. Your job today is to keep that counter and that sink clean and empty. That's it. That's your first step to success in your life. If you have a program you're trying to write in a course you're trying to write for your business and you've been stuck in decision mode, well, what is one thing that you can do today? What's the one thing that you can get done today and get it out of the way? Write down all the steps, get that one thing done. Then write down that next thing. If you get that one thing done and it's only 11 o'clock and you still have the rest of the day to get things done, write down another thing. What's one more thing that you can do today? Get done. Excuses are walls that prevent you from ever succeeding and having anything of value that you love in your life. That's all excuses are. Excuses keep you from succeeding. When you have an excuse, you are setting yourself up for failure immediately. It's immediate failure when you have excuses. And like I said, I don't care how bad your excuse is or how bad you think it is. I'm going through chemo and radiation. Good. Then what do you need to do to get through today? You need to sleep. You need to rest. You need to nourish your body. That's what you need to do. Maybe you need to call a friend and laugh your head off. Maybe you need to go out and have lunch with a friend. If that's what you have to do to get through the day, to build yourself up for strength, that's what you need to do. Now, if you are bipolar, ADHD, ASD, schizophrenic, and I have worked with all of them, TBIs, I've worked with all of you. And you know what? Find one thing that you can do that will move your life towards success today. If that means getting up, taking a shower, and eating something, that's your success for the day. But then that doesn't take you all day. What's your next success for the day? If you do one thing at a time, just get that one thing done. Then you can keep building on that. And the more you keep building on those successes and building that success into your life, the more that's going to become a routine. The more routines you have, the more success you have. The more success you have, the more success you want. The more success you want, the more success you will make happen. And this is why you see some people online who are just always moving ahead and not letting things stop them. It's not because we're amazing and we just have the personality that's better for that and we don't have any issues. No, it's that we don't let those issues get in our way. Because again, as I said when I started, we all have issues. We have issues. Every single one of us has major issues. There's no one that doesn't have an issue. Some issues are really, really terrible. Some issues aren't so bad. You have rheumatoid arthritis. I have autoimmune disorders and I'm ADHD. That could cripple me if I let it. And there are days that it does cripple me. Ask my bestie Gina. Gina will tell you in 2 seconds flat that I have days that I can't get nothing done because my brain is just everywhere. Ask Rebecca that I work with. She knows I'll have days that I just can't process, I can't do. And that's fine. We all have those days. But when you let those days turn into weeks, turn into months, turn into years, you are creating failure in your life. Start with making one good decision, positive, successful decision for today. Go to the next. Go to the next. Always start with a clean surface in front of you. And sometimes it means cleaning off that whiteboard and making it perfectly white and pretty and starting from there. Sometimes that means starting with a blank sheet of paper. How do I do things? Let's get everything out of my head and write it down. We'll talk about those. I've talked about those brain dumps and figuring out what that next step is. Just getting it all out of your head so that you don't have to think when it's time to do things. And that's the point of that illustration of cleaning off the counter, throwing everything on the floor, cleaning out the sink, throwing it all on the floor. Sometimes we just need to start with a clean blank slate in order to make success happen. And that little tiny bit of success and that little tiny bit of success. Now, if your house is a complete and total huge tornado type chaos mess, then you're going to do that for every single surface in your house. You're going to start with your dresser. Throw it all on the bed, throw it all on the floor. I don't care if there's already piles on the floor. Fine, shove everything out of the way, kick it out of the way, make one clean spot on the floor, then throw it all on the floor. Then you're going to wipe that dresser off, get it all clean, and start putting those things away. Even if they don't belong in the dresser or in the dresser or in your bedroom, if that empty cup belongs in the kitchen, you pick that cup up, you walk it out to the kitchen, you put it in the sink. You walk back into that bedroom. You have one purpose. It is cleaning out that pile and getting it done and getting everything where it belongs. And then you have one thing. completely done. You have a success in your life and you're going to move to the next thing. Maybe the next thing is your bed. You have a pile of laundry on your bed. Fold that laundry. Put it away. When you do something and you start with a clean slate, even if you have to make somewhere else to make that clean slate, because believe me, those messes will get clean. You will create success when you do that. You can create success. Little mini routines, little mini habits, little mini steps in your life. Get them out of your head, get it out of your eyesight, and start fresh. When you do that, you create such massive success in your life. You can get through anything and do anything. And I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's really, really horrible. I don't care if it's just a minor thing that's throwing you into a tizzy because you just can't process it. Well, how do we process it? Reach out to somebody like me, Rebecca Branham, Amy Boswinkle. We're all here for you to help you create success and confidence and being able to move forward in your life and in your business and all of those things. The three of us talk all of the time, and we want you to be successful. So we will give you the tools you need. And maybe the tools are, and I have done this with a client. We got on, I think we did like Facebook video. She set her camera next to her and we got her dishes done. I talked her through getting her dishes done. And yes, you should have seen the look on her face when I told her to throw everything on the floor. Empty your sink out, empty your counters off, throw it all on the floor. Okay, let's scrub the counter off and let's scrub the sink. The look she gave me, no, seriously, let's do that. But the look she gave me when her dishes were completely done, everything was put away and her kitchen was clean, was a look of pure joy. Take the time to just move through those tiny little steps, those tiny little excuses, get rid of them, because there are no excuse for excuses. Is no excuse for excuses. You can get through the day. You can be successful. If you are a neurodiverse entrepreneur, I have some tools for you. Message me if you would like, if you want to see them. I'm going to drop a link below here on the Women Helping Women group. Those on my own personal page. Just look for my Neuro-Diverse Boss Girls. And you can get the support you need. We get on calls 3 days a week, getting on a call at 8 a.m. with everybody in my group today. And we work through the things we need to work through. I have somebody who needed to sew 4 outfits this week, and she muted herself and sewed 4 outfits during our time together. Somebody else who needed to help with Canva, and we helped her design some things in Canva. Somebody else who needed to write some copy, we helped her write some copy. Somebody else who needed to get her bedroom clean, and she put the camera on her bed, and I think we looked at the ceiling most of the time, but we chatted her through getting her bedroom clean. Whatever you need, I'm here for that. That's why I have set up Neurodiverse Entrepreneurs, Neuro-Diverse Boss Girls. Too many words. I have a hard time getting that on. That's why I support women like I do. And that's who I give support to. Is I want you to have no excuses for more excuses, for more excuses. And I want you to have success after success after success. My whole motto, you've heard me say it a million times, is to teach women to rise strong and become limitless in all they do and be the boss of their life. I don't care if it's personal life or your business life. You can be the boss of your life and not let those excuses get in your way. Have an amazing day, everybody. Remember to rise strong and become limitless, because you absolutely can if you get rid of those excuses. Have a great day.